Good morning, and we continue our series with Peter McSporran. This is Rob from GRAF, and this week we'll be talking about your limiting factor. What are the limiting factors to agriculture in Africa? When you're dealing with modern agriculture, you want to start and deal with your greatest limiting factor and then work downwards through the list in order to increase productivity and optimize production.
Looking at population demographics, there's pretty good predictions, pretty accurate, that Africa's population is going to double in the next 30 years. Is it going to be able to feed itself? Is the capacity there to increase production that much? What's going to be the limiting factor?
Well, there's no doubt there's the soils, and in some areas, obviously, water is a big issue, and desertification is deforestation and desertification is an issue. But if the resources are harnessed and the water is captured and used properly, Africa should be a net exporter of food, no problem. I think the limiting factor will be access to land, i.e. title or security to use it, because I think most of Africa uses the traditional land like their social security. When you retire, you move back to your village, move back to your small farm and sit there and live subsistently. Well, that won't do to feed Africa, so they'll need to become more commercial. So I think to do that, then you have to have people becoming agriculturists. Otherwise, to feed itself, then it will be done by expats and foreign investment. But it would be ideal if it was done by the blacks themselves, Black Africans themselves, as opposed to expats.
A lot of people think there's going to be two types of farmer. They're trying to develop the black farmer and subsistence farmer up to commercialize them, and then there's going to be large scale commercial farming. Do you think that's going to be the case, or is it going to be that balance?
No, I've watched that model, and everyone says. I remember going to a meeting once, and an IFAD guy said, I said, success will be if I can make someone grow 2 tomatoes when he's only growing 1. Those small-scale farmers are subsistence farmers, and people want more than just be subsistence. They want a computer or a laptop or an iPhone. They want whatever everyone else has, and you will never get that through subsistence farming. So the youth will always leave. I mean, they talk about, living on $1 a day in Africa. A lot of people live in less than that, I believe, on those smallhold farmings. They rarely see cash. If they want a chicken, they'll sell a bucket of maize for a chicken rather than have cash. Not in every case, but a lot of it's still at that level. And those people don't want to live like that. So the last thing they want to do is carry on living like that. But there's no political will to change that, because you need to create jobs, you need to start industry, and it doesn't seem to be the will of the world to offer Africa that support.